Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 bot AI cast. We have got ourselves what should be a good one here today. It's gonna be a Terran versus Terran, but more importantly, a bot versus bot match. I'm never sure how these ones are gonna go, as it's gonna be a Xena game. I've cast a lot of Xena matches lately. I think it's mostly been... We've got more of the Protoss games with the longer contains. So I'm excited to see it playing Terran. Its Zerg's also really fun, so I'll see if I can find a game like that for further down the road. But here we are on the map Grezvin, the AI edition. The other bot is Phobos, made by Team Eris, the team that has got the best bot out there. Phobos has shown us how good it can be with its pushes, although it is a little bit predictable. Not that that's as big of an issue for bot authors. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, click that like button if you haven't already. Just make that a habit when you open these videos. Just see how fast you can click that button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. This channel is the hub for bot casts. Join the Discord, which is linked down below. Leave a comment saying more bots. And now we'll see where this game's going to go. We do have Phobos going for a Reaper. Xena is going for a Marine for starters. It did say Terran build, BC Rush, Mass Marine, Cyclone, Proxy Marauder, Bio. So it's incredible how Xena is a random bot, yet it's got so many builds. It really is wonderful to see. Now, we do have a command center on the way for Xena. A Marine is just going to be the tool of defense, well, multiple Marines for starters. In the normal TVT, this would be a little bit risky. Depot raises as well to catch that SCV. But when it comes to a bot game, it's not like that Reaper is going to know, oh, hey, I can out-micro the 2 Marines or the 1 Marine or whatever, then kill the SCV and delay the CC. That's not really the case. As it is just 1 Reaper on the way. We'll see if it's scouting only for Phobos or if it will try and get some damage. Looks like it is looking for a worker kill. Attacking the one in the gas is a little bit difficult though, as they can always just hide in that refinery for a second. It's unfortunate as Terran that you can't, well, I guess as every race, that you can't just park the worker in the refinery and keep them in there to help defend against harassment. That would be an interesting tweak. Now, we do have a bunker on the way for Xena going up at the front. Looks like that Reaper did go down. And so we've just got ourselves a normal macro opening, as these two are kind of Spider-Man pointing meme, with them each building a bunker and a command center at the front of their base. Xena's is a little bit earlier, though, and both are getting out of Starport. However, it did say BC Rush 100%. I don't know what the percentages mean, whether that's the win percent or the weight behind picking these builds. It doesn't make sense for it to be the win percent, because that's not, it's not really accurate, right? Because like 19 and 8 does not equal 44%. So I don't know what exactly that means. Anyway, we shall see, as Xena is getting a fusion core on the way. Gonna be going for this BC rush. It could always be a win percent against the opponent, so I'm curious to see if Phobos can handle a battlecruiser rush. It's one of those builds that require a very specific response. That's what gives it its strength, and very specific responses are not something bots are generally good at. So Xena is going for a killer build right now. It's just going to be 1 BC to start things off. We'll see if there's going to be more added on down the line. It is crazy just how fast these bots can macro with that speed mining they have, because like, that is just nuts how much stuff they're able to make. We're 4.5 minutes into the game. Xena has a 3rd CC on location, a BC on the way, and it hasn't even cut workers. And notably, it's also not been dropping mules as regularly as it could, as it's saving energy for scans, I suppose. Getting up another starport, so there will be more battle cruisers on the way, while a lot of the Terran bots that are known for going late game will build up and be like, yeah, all right, macro up safely, then get out battle cruisers. Xena is like, no, just give them to me now. I want it bad. And so we are seeing a third base on the way for Phobos. I am a little concerned as far as the response to these BCs will be. Phobos is a bot that generally finds success by attacking, not by necessarily being defensive, which it will be against these battle cruisers. There's a Medivac on the way, no Vikings are out, and we'll see if this BC is just gonna walk across, well, fly across the map or teleport across the map. 3 racks are on the way at a time for Phobos, so it is going into that heavy bio play. 1 BC is out with 2 more on the way. There's going to be an orbital at the third base. Xena is just saving energy for 2 scans, so that's the way the bot authors go about saving energy needed for potential detection, whereas Phobos does not do that, as it is actually just produced ravens for its detection. So we see multiple solutions to problems that bot authors face. Detection being one of the big problems bot authors face. Xena, notably here, has actually just gone for the safe play, keeping it at home. So macro battle cruisers as it gets a 4th base on the way, getting the armory up. The armory will be important if this game goes on long, because armor upgrades and attack upgrades really benefit battle cruisers. And if you're wondering why that is, that's because they have very high HP, so you spread that out across the many attacks it takes to kill them. The armor really benefits. And then it's the reverse for attacks. They have a very low weapon speed, so the more attacks there is, it just compounds with the upgrades. Now we are seeing Phobos move out for one of its so lethal attacks usually. However, a lack of scouting or anything, we're going to be seeing 18 Marines, 2 Ravens go up against 3 battle cruisers. I don't know about you guys, but my money's on the battle cruisers. There will be auto turrets that can be dropped. The battle cruisers actually target through this very quickly. The BC is on its own now, pardon me, as I fail to talk. Marines are shooting that battle cruiser. +1 is not done on them. They do not have stim packs, so it takes them a long time to cut through this. There's the BC teleporting out, and it does escape. There's 2 more that are out as well, so that's going to be really problematic for Phobos. It is producing Vikings now to help out with this. Auto turrets are being dropped to kill off some SCVs. SCVs that want to pick a fight with the auto turrets. That's not what you guys want to do. Okay, they're just running for the hills. So some workers are dying. Phobos is pushing on in. If these BCs behave smart, they should be able to clean up this attack, no problem. The Marine count is 20 to 5 battle cruisers now. Vikings are on the way. Yamato cannon is done, and so we can start seeing that get utilized. Phobos is getting some damage done. Killing workers is a darn big deal here. Xena is saying, I'm retreating, but it is still in this game, that's for sure. So we'll see. It really needs to be aggressive, not just retreat. We're witnessing triple battle cruiser production go up against triple Viking production. Those of you that have been in this situation, it's generally not good. However, it completely will depend on how well these bots micro. SCVs are moving forward to repair this 1 BC. However, they will eat tank shots as that occurs. The battle cruiser tries to get some kills. It does survive with its life, but the damage the BCs have been getting done is not that much. Yamato cannons will kill off the Vikings, but the Marines are looking a little bit tougher now. They've got +1, they've got combat shield. Xena is going to have ship weapons level 1 done, but I'm a little concerned now because bots being decisive when it comes to engagements is not a common thing. And what we really need to see is these BCs basically just fly on in here and go for it. Will Xena do that? It's moving forward to fight some of the Marines, and it's actually, yeah, taking the attack that it needs to do. It's already lost 1 command center, and now it says run away, teleports out an injured BC, but that fight looks pretty darn successful here as the Yamato cannon gets canceled because its target was already dead. Battle cruisers are going to clean this up, and it goes to show all Xena needed was the confidence to make this happen, and all of a sudden Phobos is in full rout. It sieges up its tank, its medivacs are flying forward. It needs to defend and pool units, otherwise the BCs will just snowball and destroy it. We may already be past that point though. We shall see, as the battlecruiser count for Xena is presently up to 8 and still growing a little bit slower, as Xena did lose a large amount of workers. It's not rushing to replace them just yet with being only on 41. There we go. It's making ASCV. It's going to need to make a few more than that. However, it will get some darn good trades still as this game goes on. Phobos is moving out already again, which is not a good thing. It needs to wait till it's like maxed out. Looks like it doesn't get that battle cruiser. Oh no, and all of a sudden these Vikings are going to be in trouble as the BCs seem to be programmed to Yamato cannon those down, being the predator of the battle cruiser. But all of a sudden there's not a lot of predators left as the BCs or the Vikings all get wiped out. Phobos is macroing itself. It's got a strong economy with a 5th base on the way. It's dropping mules, so it does have a better economy than that of Xena, but the cost efficiency here is just ridiculous for Xena. Phobos is moving in with just a handful of Marines now, and that is not going to cut it. These bots, they're darn good, but they don't necessarily understand when is the right time to take a fight or when is not. Phobos needs to build up to like 30 Vikings, 20, 30 Vikings, 50 Marines, that kind of thing, as Xena is just looking oh so lethal and is now moving across the map to potentially attack this base, and Phobos does not have what it needs to defend this, I don't think. The Viking count is up to 6 against 11 battle cruisers. There's 20 Marines, but that's not enough. In comes 1 BC. That's going to get pushed away. However, if this baits the army of Phobos forward, that will not be a good thing. The battle cruiser escapes once again. Oh no. We are seeing Phobos plan a drop while this is going on. That could have some success, but the BCs, they face no competition here as they kill everything in their path, and Phobos is just doing a bot thing, and that is funneling units to their death as the BCs quickly target down that orbital command. Their +1 attack really helping out with that. We are seeing this drop try and get off here, but look at that. 1 BC can deal with an 8 Marine drop. There's no doubt about that. And so I think we are just witnessing Phobos get shreked here by Xena. It does make me want to see how well Xena does against the other Terran bots with a build like this. I think we have seen it in the past, and it is pretty darn strong. Like, I think I've seen it work against Benbot. I don't know against Ketrock. I'm definitely going to check out more of this, though. And ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to see more of these bot games, go ahead, leave a comment saying more bots, click that like button, and do consider becoming a YouTube member if you do want to support these casting these shenanigans that I oh so enjoy. The BCs, yeah, it's just Phobos not changing its behavior. It's doing what it's programmed to do well. That generally works pretty well. The constant attacks kill so many opponents, but when it fails hard against all these battle cruisers. 16 out in total. There's not a chance that Phobos wins this game. Has a BC died? Not a single battle cruiser has died. So well done by the bot author of Xena. They have a really good grasp on that as far as keeping them alive goes. BC's going back and forth, once again needing their confidence. If Phobos was to pool up its units, you'd say, yeah, maybe there's a chance. Oh, we did actually just see a BC die, as Phobos moves on in for what is, oh, what's that movie called? An Independence Day level charge here. I guess not against the aliens, but it is not meant to be, as all the Vikings get deleted. This is why playing BCs is something I do on the ladder. It is a hoot. Phobos loses everything once again, but it will not be deterred. It says, I got this. I got 21 Marines against 21 battle cruisers. I can do this, guys. Man with gun against ship with laser battery. Does not go well for man with gun. We are witnessing the slow death of Phobos, but a death nonetheless, as all the tech is now being killed. Xena says nope. And it is good to see a game in which Xena plays longer but still wins. It's not something we see all the time, as yeah, Xena is it typically has a hard time in some of the late games I've cast, so this is cool to see. It fans out the BCs. There's still like a SCV is running all over the place. Cue the Benny Hill theme. One SCV is like, yes, I need gas. Phobos trying to build a depot. It does have a lot of money in the bank still. But GG. Thanks for watching.